3, 2, 1.
Super friend. Sit down. Bitch.
Welcome back, you bunch of wiener holes. I know. Shut up. Welcome to another episode, installment, and installation of Super Friends. Sit down. I am the star of the mystical torture porn Harry Potter and the Goblet of Cum, Vincent Stampoulis. And you are?
Disgusting.
Over my bullshit.
Disgusted. No.
Do you remember?
Yeah. You know what? I'm not even gonna try and comprehend what just happened. Happy 21st night of September, everybody.
Yes. Cheers. Did you? Oh, I thought we spilled. I thought. Hey, you got your beer in my Truly. No, you don't get the reference. You don't get it?
No. What?
When fucking Reese's were invented, you stupid bitch. You got chocolate in my peanut butter. Well, you got your peanut butter in my chocolate.
Got it.
Whatever.
My bad.
ASMR people, listen up. I'm drinking a black cherry lemonade hard seltzer. What are you drinking, you beer bitch?
I am drinking a collaborative between two great New York State breweries, District 96 and Other Half. It is called MOAD, Mother of All Daydreams, or if you could look at my co-host, the Man of All Dicks.
Cheers to
that.
Cheers to that. What's going on? What's up? What's happening? What's the hot goss? Tell me.
I guess I really don't have much to say, but if I could just recap my commute here.
Oh, God.
So, my ride to Vince's is maybe 10, 15 minutes, depending on traffic or lights. It's a single lane road the entire way here. It took me almost 25 minutes to get here because I was stuck behind a convoy of what I would assume is just the entire population of a senior center. And the Crown Vic I was behind was pumping out a hot 25 the entire way here. And all I could imagine was both people in the car just like, yeah, Margaret, you gotta slow it down a little bit or else you're gonna make tapioca. And I just couldn't.
Were you driving behind Old Man Jenkins and his jalopy?
I might as well have been. I might as God. It
My
was
favorite episode of SpongeBob. My favorite.
I've never wanted to just floor it into another person more. And it didn't help that behind me, someone had their high beams on the entire... So, not only was I stuck behind somebody going 25 the entire way here, somebody was blinding me from the back. So, I was just in the middle.
Don't you hate getting blinded from the back?
I sure do. I guess.
So, you had a rough commute. Anything else instrumental happen in your life this week?
Instrumental?
I mean, I don't know. Did you
been-
do anything worth mentioning? Did you find a cure for White Claw syndrome?
I did actually. So if you guys remember from the last two episodes, I was talking about my charity that I've been doing, the beer fundraiser.
Yes, let's plug Barbells for Boobs.
So we did our big reveal giveaway. We announced our winner. We ended up for the chain of events that led to this. When we first announced it 2 episodes ago, I was around like $200, and then we got to like $500 next episode. In that time frame, I got from $500 to $1,234. $1,200.
Didn't last episode you hit 1,000? I thought.
Maybe. Well, that one didn't premiere yet. That's why.
Ooh, breaking the time continuum here, guy. Breaking the time continuum.
Yeah. So as of September 17th, Chris and I took a ride up to West Orange. We dropped off our prize, talked to the dude, and he was actually nice enough to make our entire group personalized glasses with our logo on it.
That's pretty cool.
I'm actually super pumped about it. I don't know when we're gonna get them.
Nothing screams love like personalized cups.
Hey, you know what? He was grateful that he won some beers, man. And you know what? Everything with the we just in.
How much beer did he win?
17 cans or 16 cans and a bottle.
So, like, cost-wise, what would that have cost to get from a brewery?
So, depending on what brewery you go to, there were some beers in there that ranged from about $16 to $20 a 4-pack, and then otherwise you buy them from cases. Like, an average case of Treehouse, which is 24 cans, ranges anywhere from like $100 to $120.
Okay.
So, same thing with like when I went to Foam in Vermont, where we went to. Some of their 4-packs are like 16, some are like 22. It varies, but when we would bring them back and like sell them to people, we were selling them from anywhere from like $7 to $9 a can.
Mm-hmm.
And you figure, let's say you go to any average bar, he wants 17 beers. Let's say you're paying $6 a beer. Go ahead and do the math there. I'm gonna break out the calculator because I am not good at math. Let's say 6 times 17 is $102.
Okay.
And that's $6. That's if you're just buying like a happy hour beer, no tip included. So he won easily like over $100 worth of stuff.
That's pretty cool.
And then we drove it to him. He's super nice dude. Him and his family like came out to greet us. Their dog too. Very cute little Labradoodle guy. We hung out and talked for a little bit, and yeah. I mean, $1,234 raised based on the standards that Barbells for Boobs put out. It's $120 per mammogram, so that's 10 people.
That's pretty awesome.
And,
10 people getting screened for breast cancer.
It doesn't stop there. So, I mean, it feels good to do good. It feels good that those 10 people are either going to be given a preventative chance, a fighting chance, or possibly a second chance at life. So, you know.
A chance.
Starting off our intro to spoopy season with some wholesome content. And yeah, that's what I got. How about you?
Well, I went to IKEA this week.
Okay.
And this is how I know I'm old.
You went on a spiritual journey.
I went on a spiritual journey.
Did they have the meatballs?
The entire food area was shut down. COVID. We're still in the midst of the pandemic.
I figured I'd ask.
Unfortunately.
Figured I'd ask.
I did really hope that they were open. They weren't. They were also out of a lot of things that they were supposed to be in stock of, furniture-wise. Like, I would see something that I liked and I'd be like, ooh, and then currently unavailable. But I bought shelves.
Okay.
I haven't put them up yet because I just got them, but this is how I know I'm getting old. This week, I went to IKEA and bought shelves. I bought a cordless vacuum cleaner. And I bought a few books from Barnes & Nobles, and I've never been hornier. I've reached the age where, like, household items give me joy.
You're just going to start jerking off to HGTV?
Who says I stopped? Like, are you kidding me?
I always knew you had a chubby for the Property Brothers.
No, I have a chubby for the people who are like, I sell rocks for a living on Etsy, and my husband is a stay-at-home dad teaching our kids Indonesian. Our budget is $4.6 million. Like, where do they get the funds? Where can I get some of the funds?
Where? Yeah.
The funds. I want to get the funds so I can have the funds. I also went to Target.
Living it up out there.
Let me tell you. I bought something, and I've used it almost every day since I bought it. I got a big-ass fanny pack. They're amazing. Why did they ever go out of style?
I think Pockets, or, I don't know.
Pockets got nothing on this.
So backpacks did get like a big style flare, and then I don't know. Do you remember when like North Face released like that giant fanny pack thing that got really popular for like a year and a half?
I was too poor to afford North Face.
But do you remember seeing them?
No.
Then okay.
I remember the jacket and the backpacks, but I never saw a fanny pack.
Okay.
I would imagine it was trimmed in fur.
No. It just looked like it looked
Missed
like
opportunities.
It looked like just like a compact backpack, which is like a bunch of almost like a Batman utility belt kind of deal.
That's dope.
But for your back. You know what? Keep talking
about
about your week. I'll
Go
pull it
ahead.
up for you.
Let me tell you. I also went to Cape May for the first time.
For the first time?
I've never been to Cape May.
Oh.
Not that I can remember or recall.
Wow.
I mean, whatever. I went to Cape May. Pretty cool. I only stayed for the night, but not much to do because COVID.
It's also a
but
huge,
we went
like,
to this
family
restaurant called the Mad Hatter, and it was my first post-COVID like actual dining experience where I didn't just take food out and go home, eat it naked while watching Netflix. I have to say, it's kind of weird. Oh, okay. Wow. $160 for a fucking fanny pack? My shit was $9.99 at Target, girl.
The North Face Waist Bag Mountain Bike Lumbar Pack.
That's a really interesting way to say fanny pack.
Lumbar pack. But go ahead.
Lumbar.
It's like a fucking duffel bag. Look at that thing.
That goes around your waist?
Apparently, dude.
I might need to get one of those.
A lumbar pack. Look at it. You could probably wear that to weightlift.
Can I tell you? Can I tell you my internal struggle?
You can tell me.
I'm so jealous of women who get to carry around purses, but I refuse to be that guy that carries a purse. Purses are the shit. You get to carry stuff with you wherever you go. You get to keep throwing things. Do you know how many things I could take from places with a purse? I could take salt shakers from TGI Fridays. I could take a thing of ketchup from Applebee's. I could just pour buckets of chips into my purse from Jose Tejas. Literally, chips delivered. Okay, oh, we need more. Purses are great. If you don't carry a purse, start. That's just what I'm going to tell you. But I also did, because anytime I go to like a place down the shore, Cape May is the last exit on the Parkway. It's exit 0.
Yeah.
That's dope. Mm-hmm. But I love to stop at a nostalgic candy store and buy $100 worth of candy. I have chocolates galore. Why won't this open? It's a little tight. Wouldn't be the first time I've heard that, though.
How many people have called your asshole a fudge kitchen?
None. Oh, it's taped shut.
Yet.
Nobody's calling my asshole the fudge kitchen because this ass does not produce fudge when it is ready for the lovin'. No happy accidents here. Let me tell you.
Go ahead.
When anal,
Anal?
gay sex is rotted, it's gutted, it is absolutely petrifying because sometimes you go in and sometimes you come out with more than you thought you were going to come in with. Now,
Or sometimes you go in and then you're never heard from again.
but like, because anal sex, you poop. You poop. It happens. Now,
There's a book about it.
wait a minute. Me,
Wait a minute.
the slut. I love that word, but I think it's too drawn out. I can't get this freaking box open. This one time I was hooking up with a guy, and I remember he told me like, "Oh yeah, I'm good. We're good." And I was like, "Okay." And then I put it in. It was not good. The fudge kitchen, no, the fudge restaurant. It was too much. Now, sink your freaking pearly teeth into these.
Oh, God.
Look at that. We got caramels. We got clusters. We got peanut butter cups. We got stuff.
Cheers.
Spider.
Ah!
Mr. Miyagi, that bitch.
Imagine if I farted when you pulled my finger.
Imagine, I've lived it. What are you talking about? You've done that before, you stupid bitch. I had scallops. They were so good. We went
Don't
to
tell me for the first time.
No. But like at a restaurant. Usually I don't do scallops unless it's like cocktail hour at a wedding. You know, scallops are not cheap. I got about 7 scallops for $38.
Sounds about right.
There was mac and cheese on the side though, and some really good green beans. So crispy green beans. Nothing makes me happier than a crispy green bean. When they're soggy, it's not as fun.
Nothing makes you happier?
Nothing makes me happier
You really are old.
than a giant pair of
IKEA, Target, fanny pack, crispy green beans. You want some fucking chamomile tea?
I would love
For
actually.
your stories?
What is that stuff? Centrum, whatever. Can I
Isn't that a vitamin?
Can I have some like fiber? Some. What is that stuff called?
Metamucil?
Yes. Metamucil. Yes. Thank you.
You want some fucking Ovaltine too? Actually, chocolate milk is always.
I was gonna say chocolate milk is never a bad vibe.
I will always throw down some chocolate. I'll throw this beer out right now if somebody got me chocolate milk.
I used to drink chocolate milk by the half gallon. I'll never forget. I looked into like best ways to recover from workouts, and they did a test where it was whole milk, chocolate milk, water, Gatorade, and orange juice. And chocolate milk was like the best way to recover from a workout.
Was it 4 dudes on a beach on TV?
I don't remember.
Because I saw that.
I just saw chocolate milk is the best way to recover after a workout, and I said, say no more. I got you. Now, one of the reasons I love a nostalgia candy store is because the candy that you can get, let's just see if anybody listening knows what this sounds like. Huh? Huh? Anybody get that? All you ladies pop yo pussy. That's the beautiful sound of Pop Rocks. Pop Rocks are a delicious candy that burn. They crackle, they pop, they snap, and they are delicious. Now, there's been many interpretations, shall we say, of Pop Rocks. They have ones that turn into gum now.
Well, really? Mm-hmm. I didn't realize they...
Yeah, they have ones that turn into gum. I have one here that's cotton candy flavored. Or cotton candy explosion. Ooh. So I got cotton candy explosion, green apple, tropical punch, cherry, the original cherry, and then grape. All... Whoop. That microphone, man. You and that mic stand are having problems.
No, I pulled away because I didn't want to chew into the microphone.
Ah, there you go. Which flavor do you want?
I think I'm going to have to go original cherry.
Shall we share? Because I don't want to open all of them. I got them for the kids. I got them for my children because I'm an old grumpy man. You got to do this. Anything in a bag. Now.
Do you happen to have any Coca-Cola?
You read my motherfucking mind.
Because
today on our episode, Alex, what are we talking about?
Today, Vince and I are talking about, and again, with our intro to spoopy season, urban legends.
No, we're not just talking about the classic movie Urban Legends starring Jared Leto, Rebecca Gayheart, Michael Rosenbaum. And this movie, when did this movie come out? 2000? Nope, 1998.
I was going to say, definitely 90s.
1998. Iconic movie. If you haven't seen it, I implore you to watch it. It is absolutely great. 90s horror is untouched when it comes to the horror genre. Urban legends. Contemporary folklore passed down from generation to generation, being pawned off as real life stories. Pop Rocks being mixed with Coca-Cola, or really any carbonated beverage.
Yeah, I think it was always Coke or Pepsi.
Coke or Pepsi is like, yeah. They forgot to tell you need to like put drainer fluid with it, but...
Wait, what? Yeah.
Can you hear it?
I can hear it. Wait, you're telling me in order for the urban legend is if you have Pop Rocks and
you mix it with
soda, your stomach explodes, right? Yes. Like that's pretty much the basics of it. Where does drain cleaner come into this?
It's actually in the movie Urban Legend. I don't know, like it's just an urban legend that if you mix the two, that your like insides will explode. In the movie, they kill the guy. They put Pop Rocks, soda, and drainer fluid in like a funnel down his throat and kill him.
Oh.
Which drainer fluid by itself will just kill you. Now, what other urban legends are you familiar with? Because I know quite a few, and I know some that are like more well known, and then I know some that are just like kind of like underground, I guess you'd say.
I mean, now when you say urban legend, do you also tie in like Bigfoot or Loch Ness or yeah?
I would consider that an urban legend.
Okay. And then there's I had mentioned to oh god.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I didn't even put that many in my mouth.
Your pussy popped.
Severely. Don't you forget it. This pussy never stopped popping.
That's another urban legend right there, is the legend of the unpopped pussy.
I was going to say, that's not an urban legend. We know my pussy pops. What are you talking about?
It's just a legend. I had mentioned to you off air the Headless Horseman. Would you consider that an urban legend, or just like a Sleepy Hollow story?
I would just consider that like a Sleepy Hollow story. I mean,
a-
like the legend of the Headless Horseman, like
or like Jack the Ripper.
that's real.
He was a serial killer.
He was a real serial killer.
Yeah. Did you hunt him?
No. Oh wait. Okay. So for that reference, spooky season. If anybody here is into true crime, quite like I am, I got these murder solve like mystery boxes from a place called Hunt a Killer, and I got this cool T-shirt with it. That's actually really cool. Like if you want to do something, especially now that's like not really cool to like go out and do much. Nothing's really open. You get boxes with all these clues and details in it, and you have to solve a murder. And all the like the at-home sleuths rejoice. It's so fun. You can do like monthly installments where like you get clues each month, or you could do like an all-in-one experience. The all-in-one experience, really hard. Really, really hard. There's a lot of there was a lot of like hidden shit that I had no idea. It was a lot. I had to like Google and cheat.
So on top of the urban legend topic, you'll notice the intro to spooky season. Vince has donned cat ears.
I'm a pussy.
He's a wop.
That you're supposed to be something on Halloween. Let me clarify this. Let me give you guys a little clarification on Halloween. Halloween is a holiday that you're supposed to dress up as something you are not normally on an everyday basis. This wop stays wetter than the fucking Amazon. Okay? I will never dress up. Maybe it's Cardi B, but I will never dress up as a wop. Bitch. Now, what were you saying before I interrupted you?
He's Josie. Let's go from there.
I love that movie. Don't fuck with me.
I am complimenting you, you fucking bitch. God.
All right, hold on. Only because you brought it up, and I hate to interrupt you because I'm trying really hard not to do it. If you haven't seen Josie and the Pussycats, an amazing movie starring Tara Reid, Rosario Dawson, Parker Posey, and a whole slew of other celebrities. It's fucking great. It is ahead of its time. I think that movie came out in 2001.
Something like that.
It is the original sponsored post. I'm not even kidding. Have you ever seen it? I might have it on DVD. We're going to have to watch it. The original sponsored post. Speaking of sponsored posts.
Oh my God.
No. I'm not going to talk about that. Remember a couple episodes back, we both said something at the same time, and it was like, let's see if we get sponsored posts.
Yep.
I have not yet gotten a sponsored post for Clorox wipes. Are you listening, FBI agent? Send me Clorox wipes.
Anyway.
Not fucking foot pics in a mattress ad.
Yeah, Vince has been getting a lot of foot-oriented advertisements, no matter what it is.
Stupid fetish episode.
But yeah, as we discussed, urban legends, spooky season, spoopy season. Vince to my left, we're just gonna call him Josie in terms of costume. I guess you can kind of call my ensemble anybody who worked from home on Zoom. Because I am definitely below this table, just wearing basketball shorts and some slippers, some fuzzy slippers, because now it's getting a little chilly out and it's fantastic. I'm loving every second of it. I had my first bonfire this weekend. It was wonderful. And
do you smoke? Do you want to smoke? You want to light up real quick on the podcast? If you guys are listening to this and not watching on YouTube, we're about to light up a King's Candy cigarette, bitch. Sink your pearly teeth into those.
I feel like, why is the first thing I thought of was like a noir Dick Tracy kind of like it's raining and it's all black and white.
I want to live my Shia LaBeouf as on that Zoom fantasy.
I feel like I would talk to you about
Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Let me talk to you about here, Stanford. You're gonna go home and you're gonna find a criminal and you're gonna like every like old crime drama.
I love that. The guy from who was the boss in Spider-Man? The guy at the news office.
J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah, that guy.
You can talk to me about cigarettes, but get me pictures of Spider-Man, Parker.
There you go. There you go. Look, well, there you go. Alex is a crossover between the guy from Spider-Man and Clark Kent. Clark Kent didn't smoke cigarettes. Superman was above the influence. Literally, because he could fly.
Because, I mean, this really could be a Clark Kent where just like... If I was looking at you like...
The Zoom mullet. Yeah!
You were him? Anyway, we're losing track of ourselves.
We're going to get back into spooky season. I'm going to put this fake cigarette in my mouth, and I'm going to pretend I'm Emma Roberts in an episode of American Horror Story. They smoke a lot on that show.
Yeah.
I'm very worried for their lungs.
It's fine. They'll be okay. They're famous.
They're getting paid.
I think I thought about it, that there was a lot of urban legends that one that stuck out to me, just also translated to what I assume life is like in Australia.
Okay.
And that is when an alligator climbs up your toilet.
That's not where I thought you were going to go with this.
But then, recently, not too long ago, there were videos circulating of snakes.
In toilets?
Going up toilets.
Huh.
Yeah, so
You know,
have fun making your
sucks.
making your peepees or making your poopies down in the southern hemisphere.
I really thought you were going to go with the dingo story.
The dingo story.
You don't know that?
I don't
A dingo
know.
stole my baby?
Oh.
It's a real story. It's an urban legend because of like the way that they've made it, but it actually happened.
Can you? I actually don't. I always thought it was just a phrase.
My favorite murder.
I always thought it was just a phrase.
No,
I always thought it was just a dingo
I
stole
don't-
my baby.
I don't think it was an actual
That
dingo.
really
I think it
bad
was
accent.
yeah. I don't think it was an actual dingo. I think it was like a fox or a wolf or something. But it picked the baby up from like a campsite.
Okay.
And like dragged it into the beyond, and then they never found the baby again.
And
they
then-
found like clothing
And then
from the baby.
And then 20 years later, Crocodile Dundee was born.
Ace Ventura,
He wasn't-
Crocodile Dundee. Anybody really familiar with animals?
Well, Crocodile Dundee was Australian. Ace Ventura was not.
I don't know movies like that.
He was just a
I don't know the
detective.
details.
How about Steve Irwin then?
Steve Irwin.
R.I.P. Peter.
Yes. Pour one out, pour one in. We're eating candy, and we're going to talk about urban legends. Let's talk about the urban legend of Halloween trick-or-treating, drugs in the candy.
Or the razor blades and the apples.
Razor blades in the apples. Now, can I tell you something? Not an urban legend. There were drugs. Nope, not drugs. I guess it's considered a drug, but I forgot the full details of the story. But another my favorite murder. They did a Halloween episode, and they talked about the lethal candy. A dad had pixie sticks, and I think it was in like the first little bit of the pixie sticks were
Viagra.
no, not that. I want to say like what's like a powder form of like a poison. I guess like rat poison or like arson or some shit.
Arsenic?
Arsenic, yeah.
Do you know what the difference is between arson and arsenic?
Nope. I didn't go to school for that.
Oh my god.
Illiterate. It's me. I don't know.
Arson is a crime. So
Okay.
arsenic is poison.
Okay. Well, then arsenic, or rat poison, like something that would like mimic pixie sticks, and they like poisoned these kids with pixie sticks on Halloween, and like I think 2 died. So you're not gonna get. Let me tell you something about drugs and candy. You're not gonna find weed in your children's candy because no drug dealer is going to mindfully give away that much money in weed.
True.
Can you imagine? Like that would be not an intentional thing. If you saw drugs in your child's Halloween bag, there is some person out there
Panicking
because they're like, "Fuck! I lost my stash."
I just paid $80 for that. And
Sure.
Some little bastard has it.
I don't know how much it costs.
I don't know. I'm just fucking in it. It's not literal.
Speaking of drugs, one of the probably most well-known urban legends, the organ heist. You get
Like-
drugged. You go to a bar.
You get drugged. You wake up in
You get drugged. Bathtub full of ice.
and your
Kidneys
are
gone on the black market.
Yep.
That petrifies me to this day.
That's terrifying.
First of all, never take a drink from anybody unless you are watching them make it. Second, never leave your drink unattended. If you're gonna leave your drink, put a napkin over it.
Or
Put your hand over it. Or
carry it like this.
don't drink. Abstain from drugs and alcohol as I eat this candy cigarette. What other urban legends do you know? I'm very curious to see like what you might have in your little Rolodex of your brain.
There.
Not much.
No, I wanted to say something about like the urban legend of you not being a slut, but I couldn't word it correctly.
That's totally an urban legend, girl.
Totally an urban legend. I forgot what we were talking about.
You want to talk about slutty urban legends, though?
I want to talk about the story I was talking about. That's what I want to talk about.
Whatever. I was trying to use what you said to fuck up as a segue into something cool.
Well, let me just highlight a conversation that you and I had, and I forgot what we were doing. I think we were organizing like to record this episode, and you were like, you know what? No, you know what? It was we were supposed to meet up with Jay from David Jay vs. the World. He was not feeling so well, and he is currently sick. Well, soon you're probably gonna be better by the time this airs. And you were like, you know what? It's actually not so bad that we can't meet up because now I get to go and be a slut.
True. Yes.
So
absolutely. There's two things in life that I love: somebody canceling plans the day of the plans, and a hookup that happens to work out. And you know what? Sometimes things just fall in order and they work themselves out. And I truly do love that. Truly. I'm drinking Truly.
Sponsored.
If you haven't caught the post.
Sponsored.
I was really happy that Jay canceled because my social battery was really dead. And I told you that.
Yeah.
But the horny battery charged.
The reserve tank.
Energizer bunny.
Solar powered.
Yep. But back to what you said about slutty urban legends, probably another one of the most well-known urban legends is The Babysitter. Do you know this one?
Is it the one that was a Netflix movie for a little bit?
Maybe. There's been several different like reinterpretations of that movie, but it's like the girl's babysitting, the kids are upstairs asleep, she's either alone or she invites a boy over, and she starts getting phone calls. And, you know, oh, check on the kids. And then she finds out, like, the call's coming from inside the house.
Yeah. I thought you were going for this. But now, you know what? You made me think about if you were the killer. If you were just like...
Can you imagine, like, yes, you better slay.
I'm glad you knew exactly where I was going.
Absolutely.
100%.
Super simpatico, bitch.
That's exactly where I was going with that.
Anything else you'd like to add to this conversation, or anything else you want to offer? Any words of wisdom in this category, sir?
I can just imagine where someone's like, "If you don't stop calling, I'm gonna call the cops." Like, it's like,
go ahead, call them. I'll suck them off. No, I won't.
It's way better than what
I wouldn't be able to consciously kill somebody. Like, I don't like. I
thought you were gonna say you weren't gonna be able to consciously blow a cop.
I probably have. I don't ask people what their careers are.
Fair.
No,
all
I ask is, can you host? Are you clean? Did you shower?
What I was gonna say is, if you were just like, if somebody said like, I'm calling the police, like, stop calling here, be like, you can call whoever you want to. I'm already inside. The doors are unlocked. And then you hang up, and then all the
I
lights,
would be the worst killer because
and then all the lights shut off. But then like all you hear is panic. But then you're in the closet, and then you fart, and then you're sitting there just like,
me in the closet, girl, never. Yeah, go home, leave. How dare you make an assumption that I, an out and proud gay man, would ever hide in a closet again?
What would you prefer I say? The haberdash? No, not the haberdasher. What the fuck is the word I'm thinking of?
I'd be hiding the armoire. That's so gay. The armoire? Can you imagine me, a killer, hiding in your house, in your armoire, like, look at this china. It's so fucking dusty. What the hell? Look at this cheap shit.
Isn't an armoire a closet, or is that like a china cabinet kind of deal?
Same difference? I don't know.
It can be used either way, I guess.
I'm gay, but I don't know that much about home decor.
Well, we're not from the 1700s where people use an armoire.
People still have armoires?
And they're from the 1700s.
I don't know. No, I took a quiz one time from BuzzFeed. Thank you, BuzzFeed. Of like who you'd be in a horror movie. Do you want to know what pissed me off? I answered these questions all right to be the final girl. First one dead.
Nice.
And I said, you can't kill the gay guy right off the bat. I would have to have a funny death. I want like my death to be the opening of Scary Movie with Carmen Electra. The guy stabs me, but instead of like
Pulling the implant out.
Instead of pulling out the implant, it's like a chicken cutlet. Like a breaded chicken cutlet. And I'm like, I'm Italian. Instead of blood, it's fucking marinara.
No, you would be... the way you would die, you would be the opening of Scary Movie where you get glued to the ceiling by that dude's cum. But would
be me coming. I wouldn't be the recipient. I'd be the one doing that. Drained.
Yeah, you would.
That's how I would get That's how I'd finally get my fit body. I would just be ejaculating nonstop onto a woman.
You would cum yourself to death.
What a way to go.
Death by orgasm.
If you wait a minute.
All
right, we're not gonna get too much onto this topic because we're gonna dedicate a whole episode to death. Oh god. But okay. If you could choose how you would go, how would you go? Because I know we talked about like your like dystopian death a few episodes ago on the rotisserie.
I am going to reluctantly bypass this answer and leave it up to our fans. DM us.
How do you guys want to see Alex die?
Ooh, that's even better, actually.
How do you guys want to see Alex die? Let me know. I need ideas so that way I can go solo.
Damn. All right.
That's great.
It got like funny, then dark and funny, and then just upsetting. But it's okay. You know what? If it helps, have a good laugh. If you know me, if you don't know me, I feel like this will be a great opportunity for Dave to get back at me for the shit that I've said about a guy I've never met before. The ball is in your court. Let's go. I'm here.
In my mouth.
How would you want to see me go?
How would I like to see you go? Right now, just out the door. I don't need you anymore. I got these pussycat ears. I'm ready to roll.
Don't turn around now. I don't know.
Because you're not gonna get a suit for copyright infringement.
You can mimic, but you can't just. So the reason for this,
you have to stop yourself at a certain point.
So you can mimic, but you can't just flat out. Because what we wanted to do tonight, if you didn't know, which I don't think we had addressed, it is September 21st, yes. Which is the opening line of Earth, Wind, and Fire's. Excuse me. Probably most well-known song.
It sure is. It's September. Their number one on Spotify.
And the first words out of that song are, "Do you remember the 21st night of September?" And here we are. Me saying that, I think it's like public forum, but for me to broadcast their material, I feel like is where the no-nos happen.
Mm-hmm.
The no-nos being the legal
Italian grandpa. Rest in peace, no, I miss you so much. You ever see those people with the fucking car decals on the back?
No, I know what
you don't drive in Staten Island enough. That's the problem.
I don't drive in Staten Island ever. Urban legend, me driving in fucking Staten Island.
Staten Island cars. If you're from Staten Island, reach out to me. We need to talk. Call me. I've seen so many cars in Staten Island with decal stickers saying R.I.P. Nona, Noni, like Nono, Grandpa, Grandma, Maryland, whatever. Why? I just want to ask you guys why. And that's all I need to know. Why? But that is a big no-no to use the actual music. But on the other hand, like, you can't really just like recite a whole verse. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and scream "WAP" into the mic. I could. I know every word, but
I know like 6 words.
Bring a bucket and a mop.
That is 6 words. Oh shit! I also know "Certified Freak," 7 days a week. Wet ass pussy.
Make that pull-out game weak. That's literally part of the song, though.
God.
Yeah, you fucking with some dry ass pussy.
It's only because I'm making it that way. Moving back,
dialing it back.
Yeah, you're the one saying it now.
I know. Dialing it back.
If I could just continue forward to your previous question from 35 years ago, what urban legends do I know? I definitely heard about the one in the movie where the girl goes to the gas station, and the attendant is like alarmed and panicked. And then the girl freaks out, drives off, and lo and behold, there is a person with bad intentions in the back seat, hiding.
That urban legend has been retold, reanimated, reiterated in so many different ways. There's the gas station attendant like trying to warn her, and she like in the movie the way that they did it, I think was pretty well done. But like the traditional urban legend of the guy in the back seat,
Isn't it somebody who follows the car?
somebody's following them because they see them coming up, and then they like keep high beaming the person behind them.
Right. It's like
and follows them
high
home.
beaming, honking, and yeah.
Yeah. I never get in a car without checking the back seat. Bitch, are you kidding me? No. I won't even get in a fucking limo without looking at the entire thing. Can you open the trunk?
Y'all got any gremlins?
Y'all ain't got any demons up in there?
That's another thing.
Can I fuck them?
If that... Y'all got any demons in there? Y'all
Look how big your wavelength is.
Y'all have any demons in there? No? You're about to. Oh my god.
Back to urban legends.
Yeah.
If you don't know this already, we live in New Jersey. What urban legends about New Jersey do you know? Because there's a few.
Oh, dude, the fucking first and foremost. I mean, I don't. Does every state have like a weird?
Yes.
Every state does. Okay, that's good. I mean,
I have a weird NJ book somewhere in my house.
I feel like everybody does. It's like I feel like the majority of houses just like they materialize. Like once you're there for a couple years, it's just like
it's like in Beetlejuice, like the handbook for the recently deceased.
Yeah,
it's just weird, whatever.
Obviously the Jersey Devil.
Yes, that is probably the staple urban legend of New Jersey.
And then if we're talking like weird NJ versus or meets urban legend, I mean, Jesus, there's Clinton Road, which
is that the one with the witches?
Clinton Road is it's where like the whole legend behind it. The whole legend behind it is like you go through all sorts of twists and turns and stuff, and then at the very bottom of this sharp turn hill, there's a bridge where a child died, and I could be wrong. Somebody feel free to correct me. We would really love to interact with our fans.
Engagement.
I think at the bottom of the bridge, if you like flip a coin off the bridge, it'll come back to you.
Oh, fuck that.
But the thing about Clinton Road is that where it is apparently a very predominantly KKK run area. And I've heard multiple stories of people getting chased like very high speeds, very treacherously up and down that area.
Really?
Yeah.
So I know Clinton Road differently.
Okay.
I don't know the coin toss thing. Maybe I have it confused with something else. But
I could be mixing two together.
But I do think you're correct with the heavily KKK area. Now, what I know of is Clinton Road is that bridge. You're supposed to park your car, get out. No, don't do it. And then there's something you're supposed to say. You're supposed to call for somebody, or like how Bloody Mary you're supposed to say like however many times, and then get back in your car and apparently drive. Now, I like to call that white people stupidity. I'm having a stroke again. Stupidity. Because no person in their rightful mind would purposely invoke the spirits that be. They're just trying to rest. Let them rest.
It's like every cliche horror movie where it's like, wow, kids, this house, I can't believe it was so cheap. Like, why wouldn't anybody want this? And it's like, oh, 17 people were brutally murdered here, and their ghosts have orgies.
Why did you just describe season 1 of American Horror Story for everybody?
I really did.
You really did. Hello, the ghosts have orgies? Are you joking?
Back up. Back up.
Now, the one weird NJ that I did do, that I don't know if I did right, I was with my two friends, Joey and Kayla, and it's supposed to be this, like, witch road, and I forgot where it is. It's somewhere up north. And you're supposed to drive up this, like, winding mountain. And there's supposed to be, like, however many bumps in the road. And back in, like, the Salem witch trial days, they used to bury witches, and then they paved over it. And apparently, like, the witches rose, like, they were rising, and that, like, the bumps happened in the road. Now, I didn't see no bumps. I didn't feel no bumps. I didn't drive over no bumps. I didn't shake no bumps. I didn't touch no bumps. I didn't do no bumps. But that road to drive down at like midnight is creepy as fuck. Creep-y. What?
It's so loud.
Sorry about that. Oh well.
But yeah, there's a couple of Weird and J's that I definitely wanted to check out in my my younger years. There's one, I think it was like super South Jersey. I forget what it was, but I think it was called like the Blue Hole or something.
Okay.
And in a lake somewhere, there's just like random whirlpools that would open,
No.
and people would just like, you know, be fishing or boating or whatever, and just like, and you're gone. And I mean, obviously, I wouldn't go in the water.
Yeah,
but
duh.
I would love to like see the area.
Look at the lake from afar. Be like, oh, there's a little black hole over there. That's nice to see it from this far away. It can't suck me in.
I mean, I have friends who have drones. Flying over that would be cool as hell. And then obviously the Devil's Tree.
Yeah,
That is
what
really-
is about the Devil's Tree? I don't know much about it.
I think it was supposed to be like a hanging tree from like way back when.
Ooh, okay.
When I went there years ago, it was on its own, even in the dark, very underwhelming. Because like I guess the town like put a fence, like they wrapped a fence around it.
Oh, okay.
And-
Well, they said please stop trying to see this.
Well, it wasn't like a fence around it this way. It was like they wrapped the fence links like tightly around it. Like
The tree?
Like they bound it. Yeah.
Huh.
It was really weird. And it took away from it because inside the links of the tree, people were just putting garbage.
Ew.
Which, you
Stop
know,
littering.
People are garbage, so whatever.
They are.
But like a lot of things with the tree,
Sorry,
it's, like,
everybody.
it's supposed to be like a really ominous area, and there's supposed to be like this flat rock nearby that's always supposed to be like really warm. It wasn't. I touched it.
He touched the rock.
I did. But there's a number of there's the Gates of Hell or whatever. I think it's in Verona, like north.
I know somebody who did that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember what they said about it, but I know that they did it. They said it wasn't it. It was just very tight and annoying to go through.
See, it's like sewer tunnels. So I mean,
My one friend Brenda, when we were in high school, she used to be like party central. Oh my god, the amount of times I picked her up for school drunk, beyond me. But she did a weird NJ one time, and I don't remember what it was called or where it was, but there was some like old dilapidated ass mansion in New Jersey somewhere. And you had a really long drive up to get to the house. And she, with a car full of people, drove up to this house. They got out of the car. She told me they got out of the car and the windows, like the shutters, started opening and closing. And I said, thank God I wasn't there because I would have fucking ran back to the car and left you all. I ain't got time for that. I'm very intrigued by true crime, spooky season. I'm very intrigued by the mystics and all that. But I'm not going to seek them out because I don't have a death wish.
fair.
If you do that, that's great. Film it. Let me watch it. I could study it. But I will not join you. Ever.
I mean, like I think there's another place in North Jersey. I think it's also in Verona. I think it's like a clock tower or just like a very old abandoned building. And I think the story behind it is you were supposed to be able at a certain time of night, you would see like a white orb or figures like moving back and forth.
That was the same thing.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing. It's it's a giant house.
Yeah.
And there's supposed to be like a woman in the clock tower. And
You know-
it's like, that's what you see.
You know what's a crazy weird NJ / urban legend kind of deal?
What?
And viewers, back me up on this one if you know it. I don't want to be politically incorrect. The vertically challenged cannibals there's like a certain town where apparently there's like a little village of
Little people?
little people that are also cannibalistic.
Huh.
Yeah. And then I also used to live by Weird NJ. I used to live by Jake Brown Road.
What's that?
Jake Brown Road, there used to be, I forget the actual story behind it, but I think it used to be like the rumor was it was like old military missile silo kind of deal. I think it used to be like a, in the times of like the Cold War,
Okay.
I think it was supposed to be a anti-ballistic airfield kind of deal where like if we were to detect like a ballistic missile or a nuclear bomb or some kind of like very massive strike, that the silos there would retaliate and deflect what was ever coming. Again, I could be wrong. Please fact check me. It's been a long time since I've talked about anything Jake Brown related. And then also close to here, there used to be a little village, a little like homeless village behind what was Pathmark in Hopelon.
Okay.
There used to be a whole community of just like homeless and stuff back there, and that became the Middlesex Greenway.
I did not know that. I just remembered something that I did that probably would have been super spooky at night.
I'm looking up the village.
And
Not by M. Night Shyamalan.
what a twist. I remember going on a hike with my friend Kenny, who you know. And
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like randomly went to a concert with him like
a
billion years ago.
And we went for this hike, and I don't remember where we were, but there was like these weird like World War II like bunker type things. They were closed off, they were chained up and closed, but people had obviously broken in. And if it wasn't for the fact that this was like 2:00 in the afternoon on a summer day, I never would have like tried to break in. But I did, because I was feeling the fantasy at that time. Now, when I tell you I broke in and it took me longer to get in and get out than I actually spent inside of there.
Really?
Because I was like a fucking ninja. I was out of there. The minute I get like spooky vibes, I'm out. I gotta dip. I gotta go. Because I believe you gotta trust your gut. You gotta go with that feeling and get out, Mary. Get out. Now, while you're looking that up.
Well, real quick, I found it, and I'm only reading this verbatim, so forgive me. In the Weird New Jersey area, or book, it's called Midgetville. And I'm, reading that verbatim.
They should really change the name of that. Like, come on.
Well,
a little insensitive.
There is an article
Okay.
that says R.I.P. I'm just going to say place because I don't want to say it again. R.I.P. place, one of New Jersey's weirdest roadside attractions.
Attractions? What, are they charging people fees?
It's a weird New Jersey thing, but apparently it was in Totowa. So,
okay.
But yeah, it looks like so it says demolition crews are expected to begin tearing down homes ravaged by Hurricane Irene in a borough neighborhood known locally as Place, which has been a long been a roadside attraction to area teens. So, what this article is talking about and what I'm talking about, I may have mixed two different things. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, there's probably something out there that has cannibals and so on, but
possibly.
Yeah.
So now,
excuse me.
Taking it back from like the scary stuff of urban legends, do you know any like, I guess lighthearted would be the way to say it, or like things that aren't as I can't even say as gruesome, but things that like aren't as what's the word to say? I don't know. Things that aren't as just uneasy to listen to.
Are you talking like urban legends that in reference to something that isn't scary?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or not just urban legends of like other things that aren't necessarily spooky, I should say.
So the exact same thing I just said, but spooky instead of scary. Got it. No, actually, I can't. I mean, I guess besides like Bigfoot and the Loch Ness Monster, and
there is an urban legend.
Okay.
That there is a unaired episode of SpongeBob SquarePants where Squidward offs himself. Mm-hmm. Now, I was like doing a little bit of research on urban legends, just like to try to like update my repertoire.
So we're going from spooky to just dark,
I guess. Well, like it's dark because it's like really it's a children's show. You're talking about like a character doing something like that.
He put his head in an oven in one of the episodes.
Did he really? Oh yes.
And then he brought down the rope, but it was like to pull up a bird cage. Yeah, there's some dark connotations in that shit, okay?
Yeah. There's also allegedly a sex tape of Mickey and Minnie Mouse.
Ew. That's uncomfortable.
It's a snuff film, essentially. Now, I hate saying but I keep doing it. Now, Walt Disney apparently fired the people who were working on that secret project, and it was forever ago, so they're probably dead, and they probably
That
never did anything about
is
it.
also an urban legend.
There you go. I
is
set you up.
Walt Disney being cryogenically frozen underneath the castle.
Yes.
That is
A huge urban legend.
Yeah.
And I'm really curious if he is like cryogenically frozen, and if he is, where are you?
And
What
also-
are you waiting for?
also. What's your plan? What's the What are you gonna do with the decrepit old man?
Time's a ticking
Yeah.
on whether or not you should really unfreeze yourself. 2020 is
this
lining up to be the end of the world.
this isn't Austin Powers where you just get defrosted and then you just pee for 30 minutes and you're just like, I'm ready to go. That's not how it works. Like,
Please tell me, how does cryogenically freezing somebody and then defrosting them work? You seem to know so much about
so
it.
let me put it to you this way. Let's say if this person
Give it to me.
give it to me. So let's say you thaw a person out.
Okay.
One,
Just
how are you functioning? Like, how are you regulating their vitals? How are their organs working? If they were to fall out, like if they weren't like if they were thawed and then they weren't assisted down, like your muscles and bones and shit aren't gonna work. Your nervous system probably not gonna work.
I don't know. I didn't go to school for this.
You don't need to go to school to know that. Like,
But what if you went to school for this and you know how to bring somebody back from being frozen? What if you know how to properly defrost them? Hello?
your brain needs oxygen to function.
You act like you can't give oxygen to a brain via a machine.
Through ice?
A tube.
No.
Yes.
But then also
there's ways around this, I'm sure.
So let's say what you're saying is accurate and you can feed somebody oxygen via a tube. And let's go ahead and say that you're also feeding them that way. What are you going to do for all the atrophy? They're not going to be able to function.
Well, in my thought process is if you cryogenically freeze somebody,
I'm pretty sure your bones would just turn to dust if you tried to move. Like,
if you froze somebody, you would freeze them in that exact moment. Which means that they would stay in that moment until they are unfrozen. Now, I'm not saying that they're gonna like just be a young buck and spring chicken when they get defrosted, but I'm sure that it like wiggle your big toe is.
no.
She was in a coma for 4 years.
She's in a coma.
Exactly.
On life support.
Okay, and what if you're on life support cryogenically frozen, you doof?
When you're on life support, you're being fed oxygen. You're being fed food.
Via machine.
Let me finish.
Via machine.
In an open space.
Okay. So now I'm confining the space and I'm freezing my assets.
Your skin is exposed to oxygen. Yeah, your muscles and your bones and shit are going to suffer. You're going to atrophy and you're not going to be able to really function physically for a while. But you're not in a frozen state. You're not.
Do you cryogenically freeze people for a living? Can you let us know what to do? Can you phone in? Call in. We're waiting.
Also, if you freeze somebody, like, I don't know, frostbite, that's a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so weird. Science.
Ow, frostbite on my dick.
Yeah.
That would suck.
Frostbite in general would suck.
Absolutely. That's why I don't go cold places.
I love cold places.
I love cold places, but I ain't going to like cold places. Cold. But all right, taking it back off of our urban legends. Halloween is approaching. What do you think Halloween's going to be like this year?
I actually heard somebody at work today talking about this, and they said like, "Oh yeah, Halloween's canceled," and I wanted to
First of all, no.
And I wanted to choke that person, because they deserved it. Because there's been enough negativity. You don't need to put out Halloween being canceled. At the same time, I have seen so many. I mean, the internet strikes again.
Yes, the internet will be undefeated.
Somebody. I mean, this could be real. It could just be a picture. Somebody built a tube from the top of their stairs to the sidewalk for them to just rocket candy down to kids. I saw somebody slingshotting candy. I mean, even pre.
Put a bucket on the fucking stairs. Take one, please. I'm watching you on the Ring camera.
Oh yeah, Ring cameras in Halloween. I never really thought about that.
Can you imagine? I would be that person. Like, excuse me, I said take one. Like the voice coming out of the doorbell.
You would be the person that
I would be hiding on the porch in a costume, and then I'd be like, "Hey, I said take one."
You would be the person that like. Did you ever see? Saw. I think it was 3.
Nope. If you're going anywhere past 2, I didn't see him.
Which one was one in the house? Was that 2?
The house was 2.
The house was 2. Do you remember the one where the girl had to reach up, and when she reached
The
through,
razor blades?
The razor blades, yeah. You would be the one that like would set something like that up, and when they grab more than one, you're like, you're just like, You put those other 3 back. You took the one, and I released the lock.
Whoa.
But yeah, I mean, in previous years recently, there's been trunk or treats.
I think that's gonna be really popping this year. Trunk or treats.
They're so sad.
They are, but like I gotta give it to these parents who do them. Like y'all really decorate your trunks real nice.
That's true.
Real nice.
I mean, they're making the best of the situation, I guess. But at the same time, to think about like,
do you want to know how I spend most of my like adolescent Halloweens?
Tell me.
Bought my own candy, sat at home, and I fucking ate it. Buy your kids some candy. Have a movie marathon. Hello.
Carve a pumpkin.
I hate carving pumpkins. I try so hard to carve. Like I like to do it. I like the festiveness of it. I'm very festive. I am very festive, and I am horrible at carving pumpkins. I love festive things when it comes to Halloween. Pumpkin picking, apple picking, hay rides, haunted mazes, all that good shit. Love that. I'm just terrible at carving pumpkins.
Before we end, if I could just bring up some of the haunted hay rides we've done in the past.
I'm sorry to everybody who ever goes, because I make everything funny, or at least I try.
Well, the ones that
Try.
Vince and I went on, we made a joke of the entire thing, and it was just really sad. But
you want to know what,
there
though?
was one cool part where they, I guess like the stuntman or the worker, like drove a car
That was cool.
into the back of our hayride, and like that we were like, whoa,
Yeah, very,
like,
very that.
This is awesome. But
That
then
was
from
dope.
there, it just got real lame. What the one guy walked up to us, and he was doing like the whole thing where he like, and then just like jump into your face. And I remember the one guy who was like, "You look like a big strong boy. How much you bench?"
To you?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And I was like,
When they say stupid shit like that
thank
to
you.
me,
I just hit 300 pounds the other day.
when they say stupid shit like that to me, do you know what I say? Is that seat taken? I'm gonna ride your fucking face into the night. Let's go.
Or do you remember some of the other ones that we've
yeah,
done?
I hit on them.
Do you remember some of the other ones we did where there would just be like the random girl just standing there, and then when
Imagine she's not even a part of the attraction. She's just there for the fun of it.
when no one was paying attention, she would just shriek.
Sorry to your ears. I'm so sorry to your ears. That was really funny. Are you okay? Are you gonna make it? Sorry to everyone.
Ow, dude. Remember
Look
when
at that.
remember when I pulled the mic from you before, saying that it was loud, and then you screamed directly into it? You shitbag.
Sorry about it. Sorry, not sorry.
Oh my god. And on that note,
That note, that's how we're gonna end this episode.
we're gonna end this episode driving me to the hospital for bleeding ears. Christ, that was so loud.
Sorry. That's why I stopped wearing the headphones. One,
Because
the
of all
noise,
all the screaming I've done.
or that I've done. Can you imagine listening to yourself back? Not cute.
Oh.
That, and then my ears hurt at the end of an episode. So I stopped wearing my headphones. I don't know if you've noticed that on the YouTube channel, but yeah, I'm just living my life, and I'm just not really second guessing myself anymore.
On that note, we're gonna go ahead and keep the theme alive. Tune in next week. We'll have ourselves another spooky themed hour of silly nonsense, and hopefully not blown out eardrums. So, the next episode will be one of those speak and say things where it's like, the ghost says, "Boo."
The ghost says, "Bitch." If I was
That's
a
an
ghost,
episode name.
Wait a minute. If I was a ghost, ghosts are always so we're gonna end it on this little ghost story. Ghosts are always this Victorian woman who's a tortured soul. She lost her baby in the war. Blah, 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 blah. It's very just like downer.
All the
If I was a ghost, I'd be like, ooh, that blouse is a bad color. Ooh. Another helping of mashed potatoes again. Ooh.
Is this Queer Eye for the Spooky Guy?
Oh, you're still single. Ooh. Like, I'm
You
a
sound
ghost
like-
and I'm still getting
you
laid.
sound like Bing Crosby.
What do you want me to sound like, Vincent Price?
Yeah.
The stench of 40,000 years. I don't even know if that's a good one, but I would be the sassiest ghost. I wouldn't even haunt you or like to try to torture you. I'd be like, let me fix your hair really quick. Sarah, you need some highlight. All right. Mary Bell, change those shoes. All right. We're not doing that this season. Okay.
Casper.
Put the ankle booties away and grab a sensible ballet flat.
Casper the bitchy ghost.
There we go. Jasper.
Oh my god.
Not Casper. Jasper. Yes. Yes. You're welcome.
Oh,
You're
graphic
welcome.
designers, get to work, please.
Honestly, if you can make that a thing,
You can
take
make-
my face and make me a ghost.
Jasper.
Oh,
my.
Jasper the sassy ghost. And on that note, I think we're going to end it there. Welcome to spooky season. We can't wait for what's in store.
Welcome to spooky season. I have been Alex Bianchini, and to my left has been the host to my parasite, Bing.
Bing. Bada bing, bada boom.
Bitch Crosby.
Bitch. That's good too. Come on. Just rolling with the punches.
Oh, God.
Have a great weekend,
See y'all
everybody.
next week,
Like,
everybody.
comment, subscribe. We appreciate if you listened.
Also, if you can give us the feedback, remember, how would you like to see me die?
Yes,
be-
I'm very
gonna be
passionate about this subject. Please
Really
talk to me.
creepy and really weird. But also, if you could, between how would you want that to happen? Get imaginative. If you could also fire off your own urban legends, especially if you're not from the state of New Jersey. I'm not really too familiar with anything outside the state. At the same time, even if you want to just say hello,
Interact with us. Let's
Reach out.
chat. Let's be super friends. Come on.
super friends means plural. It's not just him and I. But that being said,
See you next week, wiener holes.
thank you.